Okay, I am back to talk about how I transport food because somebody asked me in a comment on another video how I bring my lunch to work, and so I thought I would share how I bring my lunch to work. I bring it every day. I like to meal prep. I'm trying to get better about making my meals in batches for the week even. Thankfully today, it was Monday, I had totally forgotten my lunch, and I had made these burritos and stuck them in the freezer, and so I just zapped a burrito that I had made, and that worked out really well. I'm lucky, I guess, to have a fridge and a freezer at work that I can put stuff in, and they don't clean it out that often, so no one threw away my burrito. Anyway, I'm trying to be better about that, but things happen and you forget. So it's nice to have a backup option depending on your kitchen amenities that you have at your place of work. But here's what I do. So I use all different types of containers. Someone asked the other day, oh, you definitely don't use glass. Yeah, I use glass. I have some that are plastic. But I really like the glass ones that have a snap lid. That is super important. If it's something that I'm going to reheat, then I like to put it in glass because I don't really love to microwave plastic. And the glass is just really durable. I don't have to worry about it like cracking like plastic would after I heat and then freeze and then whatever. So if I have extra leftovers, I can stick this in the freezer and then I can just take it to work and honestly let it thaw during the day and then nuke it if I want it, if it's something I want to eat hot. Another thing that I really like about this container is that it has a little vent so I can keep my lid on and not make the staff microwave gross. I know my coworkers appreciate that. One thing that I just got that I am excited about is a Bento Box. I just got this at TJ Maxx and it is metal and I guess stainless steel, and it was $10, so it's not super cheap, but it also has these snap-on lids that lock closed, so that is really nice. And this one has a pasta salad and then it comes with a divider and fruit. Personally, I like the divider is removable. I like that I can just do one dish because I like to keep things as simple as possible. Pasta salad, I don't need to reheat. I can eat this cold because I have very little time on my lunch break and I'm always multitasking. I like having lunches that I don't have to reheat. So a bento box, obviously it's metal. You wouldn't put it in the microwave. This would only be good for salads and sandwiches and things that, you know, maybe a pasta salad, but something that you're not going to reheat. Otherwise, obviously, that would be a problem. Really, not so much is different about, I guess, how I would transport it in a car or on my bike, but the key part being stick it in your pannier, and because of the locking side lids, I've never had anything leak. The nice thing about this pannier is I can wash it, I can clean it out. This is really gross, but I had creamer spill when I was camping in one of my PoCampo front bags, and creamer that bursts in your bag after a few days smells really disgusting. So thankfully I was able to wash it. I soaked it, I think, in some vinegar to get the smell out, and so, you know, it's good to have a pannier that you can wash in the case of an accident, but in terms of like my food containers, I haven't had anything leak. And then it's also nice to have plenty of room so I can bring a few days at a time because I'm forgetful, and it's just nice to maybe bring all or most of your food for the week on Monday and then just have less to think about during the week. I also really like to bring coffee. So I use a French press, and when I have leftover coffee, I stick it in one of my mason jars, and I just make sure that the lid is on nice and snug, and so far so good. Knock on wood with that. Haven't had any issues. Except if I use like a coffee container with one of those flip lids that you sip from, not had great luck with that. So I just like to bring maybe a cold coffee like this. I just made this so I can grab it in the morning. This is just leftover coffee with cream and sugar, and I don't have to buy cold coffee because that's really all it is, and it tastes just as good, if not better. If I want something hot, then I have a thermos, again, without the flip top lid, but with the, they usually come with two options, I feel like. This one is actually a YETI. This is Mike's, I stole it, for commuting, but he works from home, so I get all of the practical portable things for my commute, right? So, I mean, pretty simple. It's just another container that screws on tight, so if I make myself a hot drink, tea or coffee or something like that, I can put it in here. Sometimes I just put water in here and put it in my bag, but I actually keep a water thermos with one of those flip top lids at work, and I just rinse it out, and I don't really bring it home, just so that I always have something to drink from at work. So it's usually water, because honestly, I don't have the time or attention span when I'm at work to make myself a tea or a coffee at work. Is that bad? I don't know. That's my reality working in a school. And then, I mean, other things are just like snacks. So I do keep a stash of snacks at work as well. Trail mix, because I think I also got at TJ Maxx the other day. Kind of an impulse purchase. But I make my own granola bars. Maybe I'll do a video on that because I use them for road cycling and stuff like that too. And I have it over here. I actually just use wax paper. I have it on a roll here. I feel like very proud of myself for figuring this out because I use wax or parchment paper so often for baking or for rolling things up. What I actually do for my granola bars, I don't have any right now. I should make some, but they're just like a few ingredients. They're usually the no-bake kind that you roll, like peanut butter and nuts and dried fruit or chocolate chips or whatever. I roll that into like a greased baking pan, and you put wax paper on top, you pat it down, you put it in the fridge overnight, and then the next day you have like these kind of like cold bars. So what I do is I wrap them in wax paper, and I put a rubber band around them, and I stick them in the freezer, and then I can just grab them out, and they thaw reasonably quickly, especially if it's like summer and I'm out on a road ride. They're like ready to eat by the time I'm riding enough to get hungry, which is pretty quick. So those are also great to have for commuting because you can just grab it and throw it in your bag, and I kind of wrap it up like I'm like wrapping gift wrap or like it's a tortilla around a burrito kind of thing, and then a rubber band, and you can actually compost certain types of parchment paper, and so that's a nice like low or zero waste way to package your snacks. I don't know, I am just trying to think of anything else. I guess I didn't mention that stasher bags are also really good. I have some that are like the fabric bags that have the Velcro, but I feel like this gives a better seal. If you are bike packing, be really careful with these, because if you're like, you know, going down a mountain bike trail or something like that, then yes, it could break open. So they make other kinds. Let me see if I have one. Shoot, I don't. They make other kinds that seal with like a bar across the top, and that is what I would take if you are worried about it getting jostled around. So there's so many options for these right now. This brand is called Stasher, but there are a whole lot of options, and this would be great for throwing in like pretzels or trail mix or carrots, apple slices, things. I made it sound like I eat really healthy food in this video, and I really don't. I eat all of the things, and I'm often just like stuffing my face with calories because I eat a lot. So hopefully I didn't sound too high and mighty with my apple slices and carrot sticks, but do as I say and not as I do. If I left anything out or didn't address anything, let me know. But that's pretty much how I pack food for my bike commute. Rolling.